Hey guys, sorry I couldn't do anything spooky today for Boxtober. I know I keep saying that, but like guys, between this and what I have to do later on, it's like I don't get a, I don't get a lot of time to just do it, and like Boxtober is probably gonna be a little bit on the lopsided side when it comes to like videos for it. But I swear to you, I got something set up for Halloween if everything goes as planned. So don't you guys worry. But yeah, tomorrow I'll have something because we're going to talk about various creepypastas like probably Squidward suicide. Like okay, let me at least talk about it a little bit. Think of this as like a little mini Bugsy pasta. Okay, if there was like gore and shit in Squidward suicide, why like everybody's watching it with morbid curiosity, right? Like think about this. Everyone's watching this with like morbid curiosity. They don't want to fucking turn the thing off, but they see all this gore shit and all these kids being killed and dismembered and shit, and they don't go like, "Hey, we should probably stop watching this fucking weird ass shit." Like, who brought the footage over here? Who made Squidward's voice actor cry like that? Like, what is going on with this? Why are there photorealistic eyes? Like no one said nah, like nah, totally nah. We're just gonna keep on watching this and more curiosity. That's like what every creepypasta does. Something really fucking creepy happens, and like the fucking protagonist goes, I gotta watch it. I like creepy shit is happening. They're seeing a picture of me, and I'm slowly decaying. But I'm going to keep watching it. I'm telling you, if Prime actually was in one of these things, like with the Sign.exes, you already know he could just pull one of the Sign.exes out, rip them in half, and call it a day. But any entity that would probably be in like a cursed missing episode or anything like that, you'd be able to pull it out and be like, no, 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 and just start beating the shit out of it. You think that shit? You think you're scary? Let me show you scary. And then he just, Prime has a what I call a bestial transformation, which means let's just say he can become something way more horrifying that defies all description. I mean, there are like really things I want to commission people to draw and see how close people are to act, or actual people drawing Prime's beast form because I want to actually see if people are even close. But yeah, it's like people say like Bugsy, but Prime is like so Prime ain't scared of anything. He's scared of stuff, man. He just ain't scared of like ghosts, demons, and the usual thing that every person is afraid of. Because his stuff is more psychological than stuff he's afraid of is more psychological than just there's a ghost, there's a monster, there's a demon. I may play that up for the camera sometimes during Boxtober and some of the other stuff, but like the only thing that really can scare him if you say, I don't know, took on Sugamaru and Har from him and he'd just be kind of like, he'd be fucking afraid. But he'd be ready to fucking fight you too, so, you'd be fucked either way. Like the Headless Horseman, he's like I've written the story where he actually literally tortures the Headless Horseman, and you're like, Bugsy, how does he torture the Headless Horseman? He eats his soul or whatever soul he had left. He goes like, "Oh, you think your little head trick is funny? Well, watch this." And he just sucks his soul out, and he's like, and the body falls. Actually, the Zod.exes are kind of afraid of him at this point now too, in his like canon. Because he's killed like mostly half of them. Now just little mini corpses of Sonic trying to trying to scare him or trying to control him. But when they try to control, when any spirit tries to possess Prime, it's usually they get the shit knocked out of him inside his body because again, he still has like toxin in his bloodstream and negative in his head. So it's them and him beating the shit out of anything that comes in, anything that comes inside of his body. If it's like spirit, if it's like a ghost or something, you know. When Prime says like ghouls and shit don't like are scared of him, that's actually true because the things that Prime can actually do to a ghost, the spirit, a demon, is far worse than what they can do to him. And he knows how to do that. But back to the creepypasta stuff, I'm just no one's sitting there going, fuck, turn this shit off. Okay, we about to find this motherfucker. We gonna take him to jail. We gonna ask Nick. We're gonna ask the heads of Nick why did they okay this? Why did they co-sign this? Like nothing like that. It's just like, oh, we found out that the guy who helped make this little episode of Zero get like none of y'all just went like, this is a little weird. We're seeing all this gore and shit, but like we're seeing actual gore on in this cartoon. Maybe we should turn this shit off. Yeah, it's like every thing, like all the freaking Mario 64 ones too, because they're like, there's always something creepy in the beginning, and they're like, well, this happened, but I'm not going to. I mean, I see a picture of Luigi, getting, but I'm not going. But I'm going to keep on playing. I'm like, burn it with fucking sage. Get your fucking local priest to kill it. Then blow it up with sage. Or if you're Chaos Lord, well, this is your plan. Just freaking take that soul and burn it with your powers. It's just like, like there's, and if the human protagonists are human, it's just like, take the game, burn it, blow it up, do whatever you gotta do. Same thing with lost episodes of creepypastas. Like when you think about those lost episodes, think about it like this: a ghost had to have made it. Some ghoul made it, so you'd watch it, and then like maybe the ghoul like goes, "You can't click off. You must watch more of this." You know, something that actually makes sense because like the protagonist just sitting there watching this gory, creepy, disturbing shit doesn't make sense to me. I mean, we gotta do something with these creepy pastas now, man. We gotta update them a little bit. We gotta make them a little bit more, dare I say it, actually scary. And you know why I make fun of the EXE ones? Because they're just so tropey. It's not even funny. Like they're legit tropey. It's not even slightly scary. They're just like, oh, Sign.exe is in the game. He does this, he does that, chases down a character and does that. I like these other EXE games that actually give Sign.exe a fucking story. And actually, there's like little downloadable episodes people are making. It's interesting. I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but people are actually doing something with Sign.exe than just he is God. We actually see his victims in these games actually being tortured and being brought to the brink of insanity. It's actually more compelling that way. Than you know, Side magically shows up and then he just causes havoc and he's so spooky. He's so spooky. To me, it's just I personally just feel like like Side are the worst offenders of this because like they're we got fans that love these guys to death, but The thing is, we need like there needs to be a story where Sonic the he is defeated, and maybe we have like this whole thing where he's not really defeated, so that way you can make more sequels. I mean, Sonic.exe is more like a slasher villain. Like he has to at least, it has to at least seem that he's dead. So then, if you want to make a sequel, you have a survivor, right? You have a survivor that went through the whole thing, and maybe the survivor dies, or even has to go through more shit with the with Side.exe. It makes more sense that way. But having Side.exe just kind of just win is kind of dumb. I mean, like to me, that's just like how I see Side.exe. If I was writing him, he'd be a slasher villain to me. Like he can have little Sonic. He's a demon of Sonic. He's a demon who really likes Sonic. He can still pull people into the game, but someone has to survive the Sonic.exe massacre. You know, and so there can be a sequel. That's the thing. Like even various other characters in slasher movies, either survive or someone knows the person who was one of the survivors that did die. Yeah, something. And he could even do the little bloody Sonic dolls with blood coming out of his eyes. Like that could work. But like having Sonic EXE just emphatically win is just dumb. And the cult, and maybe the cult of X actually brings Sonic.exe back from the dead or supposed dead, making him even more stronger. I'm just saying, things that you can do to fix Sonic.exe. I'm also thinking, and guys, I watched Scooby Doo. I watched a little bit of Scooby Doo Return to Zombie Island, and oh my fucking Christ. I can't even watch. I was like 20 minutes in, and I just was like, no, no, Warner Brothers, this ain't good. You want to make Velma into this fucking person that goes, everything we've been through wasn't even real. I'm like, you can't do that. Y'all motherfuckers can't just change the story. And I heard that writers can't even do anything supernatural because it's like off limits. I'm like, why? If you're using Scooby Doo on Zombie Island, if you're using that continuity, and you're using 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo, they need the supernatural part. That's what makes them. That's what makes these stories click. That's what makes them different than any other Scooby Doo incarnation, where it's just dudes in costumes. But yeah, I know. But I heard about the ending where Velma just explains it away. I'm just like, and then Vito Rose is, Brian, the guy who made all those Sonic things that no one likes to see because he's a weird dude that likes melting, and I'm like, who cares? But the man was like, he was like, well, they're probably gonna set it up where Velma actually talks about why she's such a skeptic. And I'm like, I doubt it because that would imply and actually that would imply and actually inquire that basically they'd have to actually explain Velma's thing. They'd have to actually explain why she's such a hardcore skeptic. I just hated how I just hated how all these I just hated how now these new Scooby Doo movies are just taking these old, these Scooby Doo stories and just saying, hey, none of that was real. The monsters are real. No, the monsters were fake. They were all fucking high. I don't like it. I'm probably gonna do a full review on it, and you guys are gonna really know my true displeasure on it. I'm gonna put it on Blair and everything, and it's gonna be so just me getting angry and shit. Like I couldn't even hold in my rage while watching it. It was just horrible. It was just so bad. And like, it was just so fucking bad. Like, the stuff that I did see. but, but yeah, that's about all I have. And I know it's not a full Blocktober thing, but I just wanted to squeeze that in because I love you guys, and I feel like you deserve a little bit. You deserve something. Peace, everybody.